Alright, so we're up to another match. Just a minor note, I have cut an Ancient Animus for Gift of Growth. I just haven't liked Animus too much. So, I like this deck. Oh, I like this hand. We'll keep it. Lenoir in the opening is always welcome. Playing a Juggernaut turn 3 on the play should be quite the headache for our opponent to deal with. So they're deciding if they're gonna keep their hand. Yep, they do keep 7, so we'll just open good old Lenoir Elves. Yeah. So, no good draws here. Carving 3 drop into Juggernaut, such as Sappered into Juggernaut, would have been great. But we're still playing Juggernaut turn 3, so can't really complain there. And with Gift of Growth, first time we see the Black Blade. Pretty sweet. So we'll fire off Juggernaut here. Hopefully it doesn't get syncopated, although okay, it does not. Sweet. So Juggernaut plus Gift of Growth is a lot of pressure. We'll see how they deal with that. So Artificer's Assistant. So my dream scenario is they block and Gift of Growth, and they just get completely blown out. So we already have enough mana to kick it, so let's just attack with Juggernaut. They take damage. We'll play Black Blade. Cannot be countered at this point, as we can pay for Syncopate and just pass turn. Explorer. So, just a quick note on Gift of Growth. I'm also just gonna hard pass priority to mask our instants, although they probably know about them at this point. So this is 6 mana, we can't equip the sword, so we'll just attack with Juggernaut. We have kind of signaled instance a bit, but yeah, this is one of the strengths of Juggernaut, as you have to attack with it each turn. It kind of masks that you have a combat trick, because you would be attacking even if you didn't. So that's just a minor thing about Juggernaut. So we spend a combat trick there to get the win on the combat and just pass through. We play another Explorer. Yeah, hopefully we draw land so we can. Oh, 4 cards, huh? Hopefully we draw land so we can equip the Juggernaut. So here we're actually gonna make it really obvious that we have an instant, so maybe they won't block. But we end up drawing a land, so we'll just equip the Juggernaut. And now, opponent is in massive trouble. Black Blade is so powerful because of that. Now every creature we play will be a massive threat. So yeah. Opponent definitely in a pickle here. Oh, that's a good answer. Oh, they couldn't kick it, but still 2 blockers, so they get a bit of time there. Ooh, Skizzix, that's excellent. A trample creature now is just what we needed. So we'll play this kicked and attack with both. Again, we can play around Syncopate here. So Juggernaut and Skizzix. Yeah, they're taking. Guess they're champion taking 5. Oh, I would not block like that, friend. So they throw a Sapperling away there, blocking our trample creature. Now we have the possible line of, yeah, we can equip to the Skizzix and just attack for lethal in case they tap out. So yeah, another win for us, currently 4-1. Doing pretty well in this league. Like the deck. Again, as I said, pretty far from what I usually play in Dominaria, as I usually play something in the Sultai colors, grindy, black-white mid-range. I hate it, but I end up playing so often because of how just the cards I'm passed in general, and Blue-Red Wizard is just a great fun deck to play. Yeah. Red Rune Kicker, definitely not a deck I usually end up in. And in this case, it's pretty held on by the shower of Halars that we got in pack number 3. So this end is okay. Again, look how Animus is just awkward. It doesn't do anything at this point. Like, it doesn't play well with our 2/2s. Guess we could Shivan Fire now. Let's do it. Since we're gonna tap out next turn to play Goblin. Ooh, Juggernaut. That is pretty okay. And something that wears the Animus a little bit better, although still not great, since it only has 30 toughness. So no 3-drops, but our curve's gonna be pretty sweet with Juggernaut plus Phoenix, things like that. Opponent also missing their third turn. Now here it gets kind of complicated if we want to play the Juggernaut, as it just right now it just trades with the Omnivore, but it can get even worse if they get some sack fodder. So play the Phoenix. Get in for some evasive damage. So to get up to 5 mana. Exile our Phoenix. That's okay. And hit us for 3 maybe? Don't mind that, as we're pretty aggressive. We had a pretty aggressive start. And we're having a pretty aggressive mid-game now that we're gonna play Skizix. Sorry for pronouncing it wrong. I know it's probably pronounced Skizik. I don't know. I don't know what I'll call it. So let's attack for 8 here. And I need to have another seal away because this mana can't really kill Skizik. So yeah. Looks like they're just passing. Allosaurus is good. Would rather play kicked. We'll just attack with the Animus here. Probably play Juggernaut later. So they Blessed Light. Now we can play the Animus, trade with the Omnivore. We don't really need it. That was one opportunity to gain a bit of value from our Ancient Animus, but I still think we can get some quality out of it. We have big drops in our hand, and we can transition to a more late-game oriented game plan. Ooh, Gift of Growth is very nice here. We'll attack with both, although it kind of signals pretty hard what we have. I don't mind it. And we even have a few choices. Like, if we kicked Gift of Growth on the Goblin, that would be lethal. Yeah, but how we're doing this now, we're kicking Gift of Growth on Juggernaut. Let's bait with better mana. So kick it on Juggernaut, and that demands an answer. Even if they answer it, the Goblin's still trading with the Omnivore. Blessed Light Juggernaut, and then we trade. I guess they, okay. We traded for their combat trick in this case. So it's kind of annoying that we're pretty far from 7. Oh. Okay. Opponent kind of trying to turn the corner on us, I guess. So now we're getting pressured enough that I'm just gonna fire off the Allosaurus. Can't really afford to wait until 7 mana. I can trade Animus for... I can trade these two for these two. But the Allosaurus, just by existing, kinda stops them from attacking. Wow, they so salvage a single creature. Are they attacking? This confuses me a bit. I guess they're winning the race if nothing else was happening. Like, if we just attacked once, they'd chomp, they'd attack us back, but... well, we get to make plays to opponent. So we can play the Gitu Chronicler after attack. We can Animus the Knight and attack them for 5. That would force them to leave the Thallid up. Would force him to leave the Thallid up. But it's very mana inefficient. Okay. I think I like this line. We'll attack. I expect him to block. Guess he might not, but still expect him to. Guess they don't. Now we are gonna be dead to removal. We can either play Animus. We have a lot of possible lines here. We can Animus the Knight and play the Chronicler, then we're dead to nothing. Or we can play Gitu Chronicler, kicked, and then we're dead to removal, but we kind of guarantee... I guess we don't guarantee a win, right? Since Thorn Elemental really gives us the game, we're gonna fight the Knight. And obviously, now that we're doing this, we need to play the Chronicler, because if we don't, any creature would be lethal, as they could eat that creature. So, okay. We'll just play the Chronicler and kicked here. There were so many lines we could have taken there, but I like this because it plays off the Thorn Elemental in our hand. The Thorn Elemental in our hand just gives us massive inevitability. So, man, they would have to be really bold to attack here. They attack, okay. So we're forced to chump because they can sacrifice the Knight of Dominaria. Now they're dead to any removal. Okay, Wild Onslaught. This situation got pretty terrible for us, actually. Yeah, the situation got really bad for us. I have two choices. I can attack with the Allosaurus and hope they don't draw a creature. If I keep the Allosaurus back, I can basically only chump. So we'll attack here. We're pretty likely to be dead, but if they break here, we're in a good position. We need them to break in this draw. Not the greatest chances, but still decent. I would say like 60% to work out for us. So they might have bricked. They didn't really tell us what happened by playing a land or something like that. So If they had a combat trick, they would have killed us. We were tapped out. We weren't tapped out. But I still think they would have gone for it. So we'll attack. And Wild Onslaught should win us the combat. Okay, Auto Tapper's playing correctly. We played unkicked. And this wins combat. Now we'll hold on to the Chronicler to play it kicked. And yeah. Game's not won yet. Now it is. So, 5-1. Pretty tight lines that I had to take there. Maybe there was a safer way, but problem is, that turn we could have kicked a Chronicler to buy back a spell and make a blocker. But the spells we could have bought back didn't really deal with the big dude, the 5/5 initiative they had. I mean 5/5 first strike they had. So that's why I took that line. Although I'm not saying it was 100% correct, but it worked out for us, and that's pretty good. So not the greatest hand here. Again, Animus just being so bad. Bad card. Where's Halar? Like it's only good with Halar and they're never together. We have 2 Halars and 2 Animus. They should be together like 20% of the time. Now here we get a pretty dumb line. We can Animus. This is how much I hate Animus. I can Animus to trade for Dirt Sapperling Migration. And I'm actually consider doing it because I just don't see Animus paying off in the long run in this game. So let's just attack like that. Trading damage. I don't know, Animus is putting me on tilt. Just not a fan of this card. So we're gonna take 2 here. Opponent playing green-white, not the most common combination in the set. Could just play Sapper and pass. Toggle a couple stops so it looks like we have Shivan Fire. Ooh, Shana. So, reason to be in green-white. Oh wow, they have a pretty nice deck. Now we're in big troubles. Look at this. Lucky us they just passed. We might get... I want to keep Animus up. To try to get him and make favorable blocks. Sure, we might get blown out by a combat trick, but if they have it, they have it. This game is not going good for us, so we'll Animus first. We'll trade the Sapper for the Thallid. Well, they have priority. Oof. Oh, just as foretold. No, this is garbage. I don't think we can win from here. This is already lethal. This is 12, 18. Yeah, this is lethal, so I'm gonna do this just because, but yeah, I don't think we have any outs at this point. We don't, really. Oh, look at the card I forgot was in the deck. So, I don't think this can target Shana, and even if it could... Well, just to learn something, let's see if it can target Shana. Huh, I guess it can. Oh, it's... Wait, what the hell? Why can't I target this? Oh, it's because it's choose, so it's choose... It doesn't target. That's interesting. That's interesting. So today we learned that haphazard bombardment does not target either on the first trigger or on the destroy trigger. So it could actually kill Shana. I didn't know that. So yeah, we lost, but we learned, and isn't that what's most important? So heading on to our next game here. 5-2 currently. It's good. I can afford another draft if we lose now. Not that I want to lose now, but yeah. So I really like this hand. I'm gonna keep it, obviously. We're gonna hold on to the Chronicler. It plays so well with Halar, and we should have targets from what we have already. Spore Swarm also has great synergy with Wild Onslaught. I mean, like, great synergy. So yeah. Opponent also mulligans to 6. We'll hold on to the Chronicler and pass, and follow it up with Halar. Knight of Malice. Well, we're not playing white, so that white permanent's gonna have to come from them. So we'll just fire off Halar here. We're not gonna block. Thank you very much. They followed up with Deathland Thallid. We can Wild Onslaught to force our way through, but I think that's a pretty poor play. It's kind of wasting the Wild Onslaught to be a level of aggressive. We can't really sustain after that, so we'll just pass with Spore Swarm up. And now we could theoretically block Knight of Malice, and if they have Fungal Infection, we can Wild Onslaught to survive it. We still get beat by Vicious Offering, though. We'll see what happens. If opponent doesn't do anything too pressing, we'll just Force Swarm end of turn. Kind of annoying that Knight of Malice stops the Saprolings even with +1/+1 counters. But yeah, that's just life. That's just the way it goes. So they go up to 4 mana. Thinking a little bit about their pre-combat main phase. Yeah. So they tap out for Soothsayer. So I think that means they're not attacking here. I could trade 2 Saprolings for the Deathland Thallid. Though I don't feel particularly compelled to do so. Okay, we like that. They just pass. So we use our mana there. Another Halar. That's kind of annoying. So we could attack. Let whatever happens. Like, they'll probably want to trade for Halar. I expect them to, at least. And if they trade for a Halar, we let it happen and play a second Halar. So let's see what they do when we do this. They're also, yeah, they're not under too much pressure, so they can just take 2 as well, so I guess that really didn't work out in our favor. So yeah, opponent should start getting aggressive now. We'll see how it goes. We can Wild Onslaught. They don't have an answer for it, which I fear they do. We can Wild Onslaught, double block Soothsayer, single block Thallid, and make some pretty upgrades. And followed up with Kicks Kizix in case we draw land. They do just this, so I'm gonna Wild Onslaught now, see if it resolves. And triple block Knight of Malice. I'm more scared of a removal spell than I am of a pump spell. There's one pump spell in these colors, and it's usually not played, which is the Blessing of Bells Unlock. So yeah, we get to make a very good trade here. I think so. They still have... Yeah, they can sack it now and they... Oh. What are they doing? Okay, they have Vicious Offering it. Okay. Pretty good play by our opponent. So... Guess we can play another Halaran pass. That's probably our best move. Let's just do this. Then we have Kicked Gift of Growth. And we can make some pretty powerful attacks next turn. We also have Kicked Skizzix if we draw land. So yeah, and Haphazard Bombardment should be kind of insane if we get to that point in the game. Again, it is a 3-4-1. It's really powerful. Although Soothsayer kind of, it doesn't stop too much since they only know the target once it resolves, so they can't really sack something in response. Stronghold Confessor. They get aggressive. Or they don't. Yeah, probably just misclick there. So... Problem is, Skizzix kicked. Just trades with the Thallid. So I have the choice of attacking with Gift of Growth or playing Skizzix and passing because I don't want to play Skizzix and attack with either Skizzix or Halar. I guess I can do both, right? I can attack with Halar, hope they don't block, and if they don't block, we don't play Gift of Growth with just Skizzix. Well, they did block. So inconvenient. Well, at least we'll deal a lot of damage to them. Even if this gets countered, we still win this combat, so yeah. It's pretty good, because Halar's ability is already on the stack. So they sacrifice. They're gonna take a lot of damage for that. I mean, like a lot of damage. We take 9 total. Drop down to 8. Halar's gonna stay a 4/4 Trampler. So yeah, now this opponent... We're starting to put a lot of pressure on the opponent. Kind of... Ooh! Yeah, equipped legendary creature. Let's go. It isn't too big. We only have 5 lands at this point, but I think this still enables an attack, correct? So 9, 5. Yeah, they can't kill us. Poor opponent. Yeah, this is the combo we were waiting for when we made the deck up. So they need like a fungal infection at least to trade with this. They're in gigantic trouble here, and we're not even done. Our hand's still pure gas. So they drop down to 2. This is just such a combo. You can equip it for cheap. Halar has trample. Now they're digging for answers, and even if they have an answer, Skizzix kick should be just light out. Say they tap out for the Eviscerate, although Eviscerate, they would still leave them with a bit of mana. But yeah. This game is ours to lose. Yeah. They could have still sacked a couple of creatures for this raid, but their chances were pretty bad. So yeah, we go up to silver 2 and match number final. So let's see how we do here. Just one match remaining between us and 950 gems. So we'll see what our last match is. And now I currently believe that they're taking rank into consideration before score, so we might face someone who's not 6-2 and doesn't have a great deck like we do. Yeah, ended up playing some pretty sweet games. So yeah, our final opponent will be Dominaria. We are on the play and we have an okay hand. Hands like these can work out in a couple ways. We can draw early drops and we'll play like that, or we can just hit our land drops and play a 3-4-4 curve. Both work. Memorial's fine. So yeah, we're curving out here. Ooh, don't play this. Unless you're Mother Colored, you should not be playing this card. So yeah, we play the Safford Impasse. I remember this card caused quite a stirring when it was spoiled. People thought it would see modern and standard play, and it ended up seeing zero play. And that's also the case for draft. People really came to the conclusion that you should not be playing this. It really doesn't pay you off. Having a colorless land is just a big ask. So here we can play either Allosaurus or Juggernaut. Allosaurus is kind of hard for them to deal with. Juggernaut will trade for something like a mage, and we don't have a trick. But if we keep drawing lands, Allosaurus... I like Allosaurus here. Let's just play Allosaurus, put that big 5/5 on the board, and that's gonna demand an answer pretty quick. So opponent has Adeliz. I'm definitely jealous of them. Looks like they have a pretty sweet deck. So Adeliz, definitely one of the best cards to have in Blue-Red Wizards. In the last video we played Blue-Red Wizards, we didn't get one. Which that would have definitely elevated the deck to a whole new level. So let's just attack with the creature that trades, followed up with Allosaurus. If they have another Journey Mage, we're getting out tempoed pretty hard, and we can't even trade with the Journey Mage if they bounce the Allosaurus. So opponent's putting us in a bit of a pickle. So Lava Runner. That plus like blink of an eye here would be just so crushing. Seismic Shift, they destroy a land, right? Yeah, losing a land here is not comfortable. They make it so Allosaurus could not block. I don't know what to do here. I really don't. Let's attack with the Allosaurus. I don't know if I attack with Sapper. I guess I don't. I'm not really upping the pressure. And the Sapper plus the Sapperling can be a pretty good blocker. So we'll try to do this. It's a good compromise between defensive and offensive. But yeah, we are not dealing with Adeliz. So need Shivan Fire. I need Shivan Fire very soon. Here, I think I'm gonna keep being aggressive. Like, I attack with these two, they probably have to trade. I don't mind, yeah, we have enough blockers for the Journey Mage, and if they don't block, they take so much damage, then we can just chump the Snapper. So they take line that I didn't really expect them to take. So they don't block with the Snapper, but trade with the Journey Mage. So yeah, here trading the Sapperling for a Snapper is fine by me. We get to keep pressuring them. Wow, Fun is really going all out on land destruction, isn't it? So yeah. Again, any instants are going to be a massive pain for us. Or that. That is also bad news for us. Lizard's Light can kill us. Come on, come on. Shivan Fire. We need Shivan Fire now. Shivan Fire, Animus, something like that. We actually have the option of trading for the Snapper. But here's the deal. If I have a removal spell, I actually don't put it on Aetherliz. I can put it on the Journey Mage, and that's a win if they don't have instant speed removal. Let's do it like this. I was planning on jumping, let's jump. Well, now that's pretty bad. And that seems to be game. It seems to be game. Maybe they get scared and block with the Drake. That would be nice. They even highlighted the Drake. So yeah, come on, block of the Drake. Block of the Drake. Oh, come on, man. You're killing me here. You're literally killing me here. So move trend of combat. Play the Bloodstone Goblin and just pass. Yeah, we're dead. So yeah. Anyways, it was a pretty good run of our deck. We ended up getting 850 gems, ending up with a 6-3 score, getting to Silver Tier 2. That's pretty clever. So yeah, that is game. Interesting. Wednesday Memorial to War Dead that we actually have no outs. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in. That was a Dominaria draft. Pretty good format. We'll definitely play it a bit more still. And, yeah, let's just open the one booster as is tradition. Dominaria boosters, much better than Guilds of Ravnica. Now that I have guilds pretty much set. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.